So let's say that the brainstorming sheet that you have is done, and now you're looking at how to move into the main part of your essay. This video is going to show you how for this expressing ideas essay on A Voice and 11, how to move from this beginner planning sheet into a full essay. So the first thing you're going to want to do is transfer some stuff. Your claim, which you've written up here, is going to go at the bottom of your introduction. Your topic sentences and evidence for your body paragraphs can go at the start of each body paragraph. You can just copy and paste whatever you have into each of these categories. So take your topic sentence and your evidence right over and put it into this body paragraph. If it's easier for you, you can also move these steps of each paragraph into the body paragraph too. I know some folks it's a little bit easier to do that way. What that looks like to do it while you're getting sort of started in your essay is you can highlight, copy with Control C usually works a little better for this. Sometimes a right-click copy doesn't go through. And then you just go where you, between each of these items and hit Enter a couple times. And this gives you all these nice, easy, neat steps. So you can take your topic sentence from up here, copy and paste it down here, and then you'll have your topic sentence done. Take your evidence from up here, copy and paste it down here. Your evidence is done. You can do that for all three of your body paragraphs. The next step depends on your style. You can either find another piece of evidence and stick it here, or you can work on your elaboration and then another evidence and elaboration. One thing to note about your evidence is please make sure that you are formatting your evidence. Introduce it with something like on page blank, the author says, or according to the story, or in 11, Rachel thinks, just something to show where this is coming from. Put any direct quotes anytime you're borrowing words from the author in quotation marks. And cite a page, line, paragraph, or stanza number in parentheses after your quote. Most folks are citing a page number or a line number for 11 and a line number or a stanza number for A Voice. Either of those, any of those, totally fine. This just shows your reader where you got your information from. When I'm grading for evidence, I'm looking for these three parts. If you need help introducing evidence, there are some examples right here that you can use. Feel free to pause and do that now if you need it. So after you've got your evidence figured out, and a reminder, you can always go back to the evidence Padlet or the main text to get more information for any of these. The only part you have left to do here is elaboration. Anytime you have evidence, you need elaboration after it. Now, I have seen people being more comfortable with the what this means type of elaboration, right? Having a quote about how Rachel is crying and saying this means that Rachel is expressing herself by crying, or that she is really upset about having to wear the sweater. But really push yourself to move into why this matters. So I've got some questions to consider. How does the evidence you picked show how the character expresses their ideas? Why is this example important? Or what does this evidence prove? So think about, why does the character respond in this way? What is it showing us about that character, or about expressing ourselves? Just push yourself to sort of think through past that level of just what does it mean? Okay, so after your elaboration is done, your next step would be just to focus on your introduction and conclusion, which is all you have left. So your introduction, you might already have your claim up here at the end of your introduction. So you just need to fill in an attention getter, which is something to catch your reader's attention. There are a million hooks or attention getters here that you can play with, but you can also use any other strategy that you know. There are a million ways to start essays. And your background. Your background should just explain two titles of the text you're writing about, how these two things are similar. It might start like this. One thing to note is that some folks have integrated those titles into their claim, and so they really only have 2 sentences of introduction. That's totally okay. After that, conclusion should have a restatement of your main points and a final thought, which is something you want to leave the reader with. And those will go up here in intro and conclusion respectively. And then you are ready to revise. You've got a complete draft of your essay. So all you need to do is look at your revision steps. I hope this was helpful and have a great day.